Hello and welcome to this video. Today's reading is going to be a collective reading, so there may be some messages in here for you, some messages may be in here for other people, so just take what resonates. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse and also the Ace of Swords. And in this deck, the illustration is actually like this troll just getting out of bed, and what I'm getting with this is that someone is going to have some, it's kind of like a big revelation or understanding or like clarity, a certain truth, very soon in the morning. So it could be helpful to kind of maybe take a little bit of extra time in the morning, like to wake up a little bit earlier so you can have some time to think or journal or meditate. Yeah, I'm just getting there's this really big importance in terms of like getting clarity. It seems like it's on a certain situation in your life, possibly like some conflict with someone with this Five of Wands here. You could be having like a fight with someone, something like this. And so after you sleep, after your mind has had time to kind of like rest, you have a different perspective on this in the morning is what I'm getting. So it could also just be helpful in general if you're having like an argument with someone or you're kind of disagreeing with someone to wait until you get some sleep, like sleep on the issue before you really like take any action on this. Okay. We also have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So I'm getting someone is having, I'm getting a lot about sleep here, but I'm getting someone is having like a lot of anxiety, maybe about not. What I'm getting with this, someone is having anxiety about like not moving on from a situation, and so it's kind of keeping them up at night. I'm getting someone who's really wanting like forward movement in some area. They want to maybe move on from something. There's this concern here with this Eight of Pentacles. It's like this concern about where someone is investing their energy, and like wanting to stop something. But yeah, just getting a lot of anxiety about this. So maybe if this is like you're having kind of a restless night about something, yes, it will be kind of resolved in the morning to where you'll have a different perspective and more clarity if you're really concerned about it late at night. Okay, we also have Here and Now in reverse. So I'm getting someone really needs to take some time to bring themselves into the present. Specifically what I'm getting with this is doing some kind of like grounding, meditation or technique or whatever it is, like maybe a visualization or like Epsom salt, something like this to help ground you. Because also with this like poised and thinker here, all of these, I'm kind of getting like someone, if you're brought into the present, you're going to recognize also like, oh, this is kind of a different message, but if you're brought into the present, if someone needs to like speak or someone, I'm getting someone might be a teacher or something like this, like someone needs to be careful, or maybe you're going to like a dinner or something like this, so before you go to this dinner or like to see a lot of people, some kind of situation where you're going to be, there's like a lot of people like watching you, talking to you, something like this. It can be really helpful to ground yourself or to meditate before, because I'm getting like your thoughts will be a little bit more different and you can present yourself as a little bit more like poised and more calm, relaxed, something like this. Okay, we also have slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. So, I'm getting this really could be related to like this message with someone feeling really anxious about something, really wanting this forward movement, really wanting to move on. There's this kind of feeling I'm getting of like being stuck and a lot of like mental concern, and like with this here and now, like not being present, it's like a lot of concern of like, yeah, just about the future and anxiety and stuff like this. So it's very helpful if you can just slow down, pause, allow things to unfold. I'm getting this might just be something that needs a little bit more time. You might need some more rest before you can decide about this, and also even just like not necessarily like physically sleeping. It could just be like you give yourself a mental break from this, from overthinking about this situation, from having so much anxiety about this situation. Maybe just do something to help like take your mind off of it a little bit, so that you can like come back to it with a fresh perspective instead of getting too raveled up into this situation. We also have it's okay to take your time. So there's a lot here about not rushing something, really allowing something to take its own time, to take your time with something. Yeah, I'm getting there's just some kind of element here that's out of your control, and also this is meant to happen. Whatever this is, it's like you either need to, it needs more thought. For a lot of you, is what I'm getting. It needs more like planning, stuff like this. So it's like not really something that you can rush in a day. It's not something you can rush in a week. You need to think about it more long term and kind of strategize over the course of like several weeks, maybe even. So there's something with your thoughts here that need to evolve, that need to fully process the situation, and that's just going to take some time. And this isn't something that you need to like decide or work on now. So yes. Okay, we also have this ego card. Okay, so I'm getting a few things here. The first one is like with this card, this ego card has this kind of trail, this path on it. And I'm getting that some of you, I don't want to say like, oh, like ego is a bad thing, because I don't always think necessarily it is. It's important to have some kind of, persona, some ego, some parts of your human experience. You don't want to completely like reject that, but with this balance card here, it's like someone needs to understand kind of in what context or what situations to kind of let your ego shine through your persona, um, and when to kind of be led in other directions by something that's more like deep internal, maybe more spiritual, like your spirit, something like this. Yes, I'm getting someone just needs to really balance this, and maybe it's because like it's kind of weird I'm getting this message, because it is true, like you don't want to be so led by your ego, right? You don't want to be so caught up in these things, but maybe there's someone who maybe went even like a little too far in the other direction, which it's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't want to say it's a bad thing, but maybe it's like it caused you, maybe, I'm getting it might have caused someone to have issues socially, like they're very deep internally, spiritually connected to this side of themselves, like the spirit side of themselves. And so I'm getting some difficulty with like interacting with things that are more mechanical, like everyday stuff like this, because they're very deep into like the more spiritual thing, which is very good to have that, spiritual evolution, something like this, but someone needs to understand kind of the balance of when you can bring your ego into things to, to help guide you through some human situations, things like this. Okay, we also have believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the northern lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. Okay, cool. So this is a message from the fairy of the northern lights. Yeah, so this is just kind of how this is saying, like, maybe take a moment to really appreciate, like, and be in touch with, like, nature, the natural world, but also just, like, life on Earth, kind of like a very big picture like this, and understanding the magic in just the reality that we live every day, like how amazing humans are, things like this, just as we are. And so there's also this, like, amazing, like more spiritual magic that we can tap into, but also appreciating just the magic of like reality and the human experience. Okay. We also have time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. So there's a lot here, a really big message for someone with a slow down. Someone's just really needing some rest here, some time to like stop, some time for themselves. I'm just getting maybe some time for quiet reflection, things like this. There's a really big need for someone to like just slow down in this situation here. And just take some time to rest. So thank you, this is all I have. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you'd like a personal reading, please email me. The email for that's in the description of this video. Thank you.